Good evening, good afternoon, actually, and welcome to the February 16th, 2026 meeting of the Gaston County Board of Education. My name is Josh Crisp, and I'm proud to represent the Dallas Township and serve as your chair. We'd like to welcome everyone to our meeting, and thank you for being here. At this time, we'd like to ask the other board members to introduce themselves. I'll start with Mr. Dedman.
Township.
Todd Kinlaw, South Point Township.
Jana Smith, Gastonia Township.
Dot Cherry, at-large member.
A.M. Stevens, Riverbend Township.
Brett Moore, Crowders Mountain Township.
Jeff Ramsey, at-large member.
And Miss Robbie Lovelace serves with us out of the Cherryville Township, and she is ill tonight, so she's not able to join us. Next order of business to ask for our invocation. I'd like to ask Reverend Todd Terry, Senior Pastor at Ridge Baptist Church, to join us at the podium and offer an invocation.
We thank you for who you are. We thank you that you're sovereign, that you're in control of every situation. Father, we thank you for tonight as we come to have the school board meeting and also to celebrate each and every board member. We thank you for them. We pray that you'll just give them your wisdom. You tell us if anyone lacks wisdom to ask, and you'll give it generally. You'll give it liberally to those who ask and ask in faith. So we're asking that you give this board wisdom tonight. You give them wisdom in how to take care of the students that you have laid before them. And Father, we pray that you will just continue to be with each and every school that's represented. We pray that you will give them wisdom, that you will help them to help the students in this county. But most of all, we just want to thank you for the opportunities that you give us. We thank you for Jesus and his death, burial, and resurrection, and those who will repent and place their faith in Christ alone for their salvation, that they will be saved. And Father, we just want to ask that you will take over this meeting, that you will come back. Father, your word tells us, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then you will hear from heaven, forgive our sins, and heal our land. So we come to you right now, and we ask that you bring healing to this land. Father, we need you. We pray that you will come and you'll be a part, not just a part, but you'll be the head of this school district. And we just want to give you glory for what you do. For it's in Christ's name I pray. Amen.
Thank you, Pastor Terry. Next order of business is our pledge and our character trait. Dr. Hushard.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would like to call Hadaway Moore, a sixth grader at Southwest Middle School, to come forward, please. Madeline Hopper, a seventh grader at Southwest Middle School, and Miriam Knox Lowry, eighth grader at Southwest Middle School, and they are going to lead us in our pledge today. So if everyone will please stand. Salute and pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you both. Now, Mr. Chairman, I would like for students to come up to talk to us from H.H. Beam, London Baker, and Jaleel Keith, both third graders from H.H. Beam, and they are going to share with us the character trait for the month, which is good judgment. So, gentlemen, talk to us about our good character trait of good judgment, please.
Hello, my name is London Baker, and I am a third grader at H.H. Beam Elementary School.
Hello, my name is Jaleel Keith, and I am also a third grader at H.H. Beam Elementary School.
This month's character trait is good judgment. Good judgment is the ability to stop, think, and make smart and fair decisions.
Having good judgment at school means that we need to pause before we do or say something and think about what could happen. Thank you.
I only wish I had those public speaking skills in the third grade. It's amazing. Good job, gentlemen.
I'd take it right now.
Yeah. Good job, gentlemen. Good job. Next on our agenda is adoption of the agenda. If you have look at those and make sure we don't need to change or do anything. Motion from Mr. Dedman, to second from Mr. Ramsey. I can't get my throat to work. Sorry. Any discussion on the agenda? Hearing none, all in favor? That's unanimous. And next is good news, Mr. Hagens.
Pleased to present to the Board of Education our Good News recognition for the month of February. We begin our Good News recognition with a group of students from the Highland School of Technology, and we would like to invite the Academic World Quest team to come forward at this time. This is the Academic World Quest team from Highland School of Technology. We have with us the teacher and advisor, Jason Drummond, and students Joseph Beam, Braden Clemmer, Nixon Sight, and Manis Sulaminova. I hope I said that correctly. This Academic World Quest team placed first among 25 high schools from across the region in the Academic World Quest competition, which was held in Charlotte. The team competed in 7 categories: world flags, the geography of India, land, water, and borders; the 3rd category, history, the fall of the Berlin Wall and European integration; current events, the global digital battlefield, cybersecurity, disinformation, and tech diplomacy. The 6th category is where in the world, landmarks around the globe, and anything and everything trivia. Those are the 7 categories they participated in. The Academic World Quest is the World Affairs Councils of America's flagship youth education program. It is a fast-paced team competition that tests students' knowledge of world politics, geography, economics, history, and cultures. By placing first, this is the good part. By placing first, Highland now advances to the national competition in Washington, D.C. in April. So we are very proud of our championship team from the Highland School of Technology, and we wish them all the best in the Academic World Quest National Competition. And Mr. Kinlaw has the presentation.
All righty. I'll go ahead and present with Jason Drummond. There you go, sir. Joseph Beam. Joseph? And there's 5 here. Let me see 4 of you guys. Braden? That's one. I'll let you give that, Mr. Braden. Should have these open before, shouldn't I? Let's see here. Nixon Sight? All right. And Manis Sulaminova. All right. Close. Really, I was reading off his thing over there. I was trying to make sure I said it exactly the way I did.
Oh, 6 or 9.
Y'all would turn them over. There you go. You can pull them back if you want. Like, so I can, try right there. You go.
Can I put you right here, please?
You're fine, you're fine. On behalf of the Gaston County School Board, I want to say thank you guys for what you're doing. I was reading some of those things and listening to them. My goodness, man, you guys are awesome, and I'm so thankful that you guys are gifted with that, and you're using your gifts and your talents to make Gaston County proud, to make Highland School of Technology proud. So we're so thankful, we're so proud of you, and I hope that you move to the regionals, you said, or the state? World, national, okay. The national, DC used to be one of my favorite territories to cover when I was in sales. You're gonna love it if you didn't be. But I wish you all the best, I wish you the luck, and hopefully we get to be back here and give you recognition for world champions. So congratulations, thank you so much. Nice firm handshakes. I love it. Good job.
There she goes.
Any parents? You want to do any parents, or is there parents here? Come on up, parents. We get some photos with you guys if you don't mind. I know you're all proud of your students. That's 5 of the best years of my life was spent in 10th grade. All right, if you guys please. Thank you very much.
Mr. Chairman, next we would like to recognize Jillian Schulteis for an outstanding achievement, and we'd like for Jillian to come forward at this time, and she is from East Gaston High School. Jillian placed first overall at the Gaston Regional Science and Engineering Fair. She later advanced to the UNC Charlotte Region 6 Science and Engineering Fair, where she was selected as a finalist for the Regeneron International Science and Engineering Fair, which is also known as ISEF. She will represent East Gaston High School, Gaston County Schools, and North Carolina at the International Science Fair competition in Phoenix, Arizona in May. Jillian earned this distinction through original research examining how a biological control for invasive zebra mussels may affect native freshwater mussels. Using a lysosomal assay to detect cellular stress, her project explores how invasive species and ecosystem management strategies can affect freshwater environments. Her work reflects a strong interest in biology and earth sciences, it goes without saying. This is an amazing accomplishment for East Gaston High School, as Jillian is only the second student in the school's history to advance to ISEF, which is the world's largest international pre-college science competition. She will present her research alongside top students from more than 60 countries, regions, and territories. We congratulate Jillian on this achievement, and we wish her the very best in Arizona when she competes on the international level. And Mr. Stevens has this presentation.
Lysosomal, is that right? Yeah. Very proud of you. And actually, I thought I wanted to be an engineer one day, and then got into college and said, I think I'm better suited for business with all that. So, very proud of you, and excited that you're going to go and you're going to represent us very well. I'm also excited that you're East Gaston, because that's one of the schools that I cover, and I appreciate your hard work. We're very proud of you. You want to stand here?
Yeah, the principal, yes, that's yeah, actually,
Hey, Mom and Dad, if y'all want to go ahead and get ready.
we're gonna get.
We'll take it. I would take it. Ansley can come.
Yeah.
Ansley.
I just said Mom and Dad.
Thank you.
Great job, young lady. Good luck, Stevens. I think you'll love Arizona.
I've never done it.
You're good, go with it.
Proclamation for National Career and Technical Education Month. So to go along with this recognition, we would like to highlight two outstanding career and technical education students who have been selected as our nominees, the nominees from Gaston County Schools, for the U.S. Presidential Scholars Program in Career and Technical Education. This prestigious program honors students who excel in CTE and demonstrate strong leadership. At this time, we would like to invite Rory McCorkle and Kent Keto to come forward. First, we would like to recognize Rory McCorkle from Forest View High School. Rory has completed the healthcare professional pathway and earned multiple industry credentials, including CPR, Stop the Bleed, Prevent Blindness of North Carolina Vision Screening, and Nurse Aid 1 certification in North Carolina. Kent is from the Highland School of Technology, and he is enrolled in the computer science pathway and has earned several industry credentials, including Adobe Illustrator, Adobe InDesign, Adobe Photoshop, CompTIA ITF+, Python PCEP, Python PCAP, and Cisco Certified Support Technician Networking. We commend both Rory and Kent for their hard work and for representing career and technical education and Gaston County Schools so well. So earlier today, it was announced at the state CTE conference that Kent has been chosen as a state-level winner in the U.S. Presidential Scholars Program for Career and Technical Education and will go on to compete at the national level. So tonight we congratulate and honor our outstanding representatives for this recognition and all that they have accomplished through career and technical education, and we congratulate them on their achievements. And Ms. Smith has this presentation.
Yes. So I want to also bring everyone's attention. There's a theme tonight that Gaston is on the national level for everything. So thank you for being a part of that. And I want to go ahead and give you little certificates because those were earned heavily. But I wanted to say thank you for taking advantage of some of these amazing programs to get you started in the right foot towards your career path. I can tell you when I was in high school, I did not know what foot went right or left first, let alone for a career. So thank you so much for taking these programs and just doing wonderful things with them, taking them to national levels for recognition. That is absolutely an accomplishment. I hope you are so proud and your families are too.
Thank you very much.
We'll invite the principals and other representatives from the schools to come forward.
I'll grab an in spot. Good to see you up here again.
Then parents, and we got parents and family members with us. We'll get a picture of them as well.
Proud parent alert.
We have brought attention this evening to career and technical education, and now we would like to put the spotlight on the importance of our school counselors. With us to help us celebrate the National School Counseling Week recognition, we have with us our lead school counselors, and we would like to invite the following to come forward. Jordan Johnson from East Gaston High School. Jennifer McDonald from Stuart W. Kramer High School, who is also our School Counselor of the Year for 2025-26. And we have our Director of School Counseling, Shanice Bailey, with us. And Christy Clark is with us. And Christy's at East Gaston. She was at Cherville High School, I think. She's at East Gaston High School now.
He's old, Chrissy, you know.
Yeah, I remember that from a long time ago.
You know, this time of year is really busy, because you're trying to get every senior across the finish line, and a pathway that they want to go, or college or career. So we want to thank you. You're kind of behind the scene, but we know what engine makes for y'all to hear. So we want to recognize y'all's school counseling. Who's going to take it? Y'all just take it. Oh, I know. Well, they will. They don't want to see me. No,
I was just a hander of the
Yeah, we
flag.
talked to there you go. Yeah, I know.
Can we switch these two, please?
Everyone's in the sky. There's a memo.
Thank you.
We did all of them. Wrap this part up. Mr. Chairman, we know that our school counselors are a very important part of our schools, and they are always there, ready to help students when they need it the most. They support students in many ways, whether it's helping them with schoolwork and offering advice, helping with course selection and college planning, emphasizing character education, or just being there to listen. Our counselors, we know that they create a very positive environment in our schools for our students, and they help students build confidence, learn how to cope with tough situations, and stay on track to reach their goals. It is no question that their work makes a big difference in the lives of students by helping them grow into being strong and successful students and individuals. So we salute our school counselors this evening. And Mr. Chairman, that completes our good news recognition for the month of February.
Thank you, Mr. Higgins, and as Ms. Smith said, you can see all of the wonderful things that we have going on in Gaston County Schools, and that's just the top. There's many, many more. So thank you for everybody that participated. Thank you for all our students and staff. It is a tremendous place, and we are doing good things, so thank you. Mr. Higgins, I think you have the next item as well.
The next item is the Board of Education Recognition Month. And so this evening, we would like to take time to bring attention to National School Board Recognition Month and express our sincere appreciation to the members of the Gaston County Board of Education. Each year, we take pride in recognizing and honoring the 9 citizens who serve on the Board of Education. Our board members are business professionals, community advocates, educators, and civic leaders who understand the importance of education and care about the children of Gaston County Schools and the future of our community. Our Board of Education members epitomize service to others through their hard work, leadership, commitment, and expertise in guiding the public schools here in Gaston County. Again this year, to help us recognize and pay tribute to the Board of Education members and our superintendent, we chose an elementary school, and we had a class at that school to adopt a board member. So this evening, representatives from the schools are here to present a framed picture, and I think there's some other surprises to each of our board members. So we are going to begin our recognition this evening with our Board of Education Chairman, Mr. Josh Crisp. And Mr. Crisp, if you will come down to join us. We have with us, Mr. Crisp, of course, represents the Dallas Township, and we have Harper Haywood Alexander Lowe, and C.T. Messer. They are students in Renee Wright's 5th grade class at Costner Elementary School. And also with us is the principal, Dr. Lorinda Brucey, and the teacher, Renee Wright, and we welcome them at this time.
I think they got some clues. They had the inside track.
There's the
Dr. Brucey.
Thank you, sir.
I think they have some other goodies for you as well.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's great.
Share that popcorn, dog.
I think y'all kind of got an inside track on what I do. Yeah. I appreciate that. Listen, I was fortunate enough to be I guess a graduate of Costner when it was K6, Dusty Friday in North Gaston. So been there where you guys are at, and it's a great school. You got a bunch of great teachers. You got one that keeps you straight at home, I know. Probably the same one that got the clues for me, her helper in the classroom. So anyway, so thank you, Dr. Bruce, for what you're doing at that school, and it is a great. So thank you for the recognition, guys.
Picture.
Will y'all hold that for me?
Cards like that, just like that. So we get
I did another buzz. Somebody might try to steal it.
I was doing it.
All right, thank you.
All right. Thank you, guys. See if I can bounce. Let me shake your hand. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yep. Thank you. Hey, guys, we also have the board members and just speak to them as well. Thank you. Dr. Bruce.
Good to see you. Thanks for coming here. Good to see you. Thank you.
Now we would like to recognize Vice Chairman Dot Cherry, who is an at-large board member, and we have the principal from Sadler Elementary School with us, Dr. Jacob Barr, and we have the 1st grade teacher, Hannah Sanchez. So let's welcome Sadler to come forward at this time.
Where are my kids? Are they scared of me?
You blame them?
Your reputation precedes you.
Yeah.
Be sure I got something orange for you.
I have to tell y'all a quick story. Every time I see this, Jacob is a Florida fan, and I'm a Georgia Bulldog. So every time I see this, we heckle each other. So when I saw this, I thought, he's gonna give me this shirt because it's orange, thinking that I'm gonna wear it. And I will wear it because it's Sadler orange. So thank you. This is a great school. I love going down there. Even though we heckle each other, they do amazing things with a very diverse population. So I'm very, very honored to be chosen as, what am I? The school
The
board.
adopted board member.
Yes, the adopted board member. So I will come see your kids. Or just adopt me.
I got you.
Okay. So,
It's called capital.
When I took that picture that day, that's a great group of kids too.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. So thank
good to see
you.
each other inside Miss Cherry.
Oh, I get two t-shirts.
131 Plain.
Here. Do it myself. I'm not proud. There you go. That one burns though.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. Thanks for coming.
Next, we would like to honor Lee Dedman, who represents the Gastonia Township. And with us from Chapel Grove Elementary School to honor Mr. Dedman, we have Peyton Lyerly, Reed Vogel, and Justice Sams, and they are students in Aaron Fletcher's third grade class. And we have Mrs. Fletcher with us and the principal, Miriam Harvey, from Chapel Grove.
This is really heavy. Oh, yeah.
Thank you all.
There you go, that's a good one. Oh, yes.
Team player.
You did that picture day? All right, thank you, boys and girls.
Chair, Chapel Grove is one of those schools that you just have to ride and know where it is. Because if you don't know where Chapel Grove is, it's kind of hidden. It's a joke. And thank you all so much. Thank you.
Now we have a presentation to recognize Todd Kinlaw, who represents the South Point Township. And with us, we have students Emma Foster, Sydney Scott, Owen and Lucas Griffin, Kana Simmons, and David De Leon from Page Primary School. And they are all students in Jill Armato's first grade class. And we have the principal, Dr. Bill Kessler, with us as well.
So much. That's so kind of you guys. Beautiful sign there. Great artwork. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for recognizing me. Good handshake. Oh my goodness. Holy cow. That is awesome. Man alive, I have to take time to read all these. I'm so blessed and so thankful that you guys decided to recognize me. I'll be glad to see you guys really soon, okay? You guys take care. We need to take a picture. Let's take a picture. Oh, I didn't see that. Thank you so much. Let that red and white. Over here, stand.
I'll put you in the middle.
In the middle?
No, that's fine.
I'll get in the middle?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
All right, I'll put the boys on the other side. Get this side next to Mr. Kinlaw.
There you go.
Okay. There. Yeah, fine. We can hold that, just to maybe the, there you go.
You want me to hold it in?
Yes, you
I
can
don't
hold
have
it.
a problem, thank you.
There you go. Everybody look this way for the picture like you did that day. And one more. All right, thank you, boys and girls.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you for reading your
Good job.
Oh, sorry. I just get the kicks out of you. Good to see you. Thanks for bringing the babies out.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Mr. Chairman, we have students with us today from Beam Intermediate School in Cherryville. And even though Miss Lovelace is not able to be with us, we'd like for you to come down and to recognize the students from Cherryville. We have Savannah Woods and Aliana Hunter, and they are students in Amanda Buchanan's first grade class at Beam Intermediate School. And we have with us tonight Miss Buchanan, and we have the principal, Lynn Whiteside. You'll get that to Miss Lovelace.
That was your class.
This is her niece.
Yep, neat, okay.
You gonna hold the plaque for her?
Yeah. All right.
There you go. Thank you.
All right, so, and listen, on behalf of Ms. Lovelace, thank you for doing this. I know that she is absolutely proud to serve on the board and really puts her heart into it. As a former teacher, she keeps us all straight at times, and we're appreciative of that. So we hate she couldn't be with us tonight, but thank you so much for recognizing her. We'll get it. Come over this way. We'll get her in this way. Okay, we'll get everything in this. Yeah, we'll get everything in this level.
Keep it safe.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Y'all are so good at leading.
Thanks for being here. She called me out.
Now we have representatives with us from Tryon Elementary School. And so we're going to invite forward Jaden Vang, who's a student in Devon Marshall's fourth grade class. He is here to honor Mr. Brent Moore, who represents the Crowders Mountain Township. And we also have with us the principal, Melissa Nick.
Whole school does. Sometimes better than the rest. Did you do this? Did you put this together? All right, it was just all the teachers? All right. All right, well, thank you, buddy. Thank you, appreciate that. Appreciate the hand. All right.
You like
Like that suit you got on.
I know.
Here, I'll let you hold that.
There you go. Thank you.
You got an assistant over there.
I'm always laughing.
Press the part today.
Thank you for coming.
Hey, you look a lawyer. Man, you look good. Sure. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Alice, ma'am. Thank you.
Next, we are ready to recognize and honor Mr. Jeff Ramsey, who is an at-large member on the board. And we have representatives with us from Pleasant Ridge Elementary School. We have Ariana Feemster, and she is a student in Clarissa Sanders' fourth grade class. And we also have with us the principal, Mr. Sean Hubers.
Oh, got a t-shirt. Thank you. Look beautiful. That's great. Is that your daddy behind me? I thought it was. I talked to him earlier. I was bragging on his hat. But are you doing good? Well, thank you for this gift and Pleasant Ridge. I'll be there Friday to see the whole class.
Thank you.
That's what I usually do. I know, I'm trying to get it done. All right, you get to go meet these other board members, go over there. You go check. They're like, oh, Lord.
And next, we would like to invite Ms. Jenna Smith to come down. She is the representative for the Gastonia Township, and we had arranged for Robinson Elementary to adopt Ms. Smith and the students in Aaron Duncan's second grade class. Ms. Smith, I will tell you, we're improvising tonight because the students from Robinson could not be with us. So the students that we've already seen from Chapel Grove, they're gonna adopt you. Ms. Smith, hand her the plaque. There you go.
Thank you. Thank y'all for adopting me. I appreciate that so much. Everything that I do is for y'all, and of course, your amazing staff and this wonderful community, so thank you for taking me on. You had to do it for 2 people. That's a big job. You want to get a picture too? Come on, come on.
Yeah, he wants to get the picture.
That's next to your brother? That's next to your
You want to come up
brother?
here? You've been dying to get
There you
pictures.
go.
Ready to be in the picture.
Here we go. Last one. There you go.
Thank you. Oh my goodness.
We are now ready to recognize A.M. Stevens, who represents the Riverbend Township. And to recognize Mr. Stevens, we have with us Maggie Hooks and Henry Russ. They are students in Dolly Williams' third grade class at Rankin Elementary School. And we would like for them to come forward at this time. And we have Miss Williams with us and the principal, Natalie Rouge, with us as well.
So guys, y'all are examples of why I do what I do. Absolutely love y'all. Thank y'all for being here, and thank you for adopting me as your Board of Education member.
Let's hold this up. Hold it, guys. There we go. All right.
Just a trick, man.
One more. All right, thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm gonna come back to your class. Thank you.
Thank you for coming to see us. Thank you for coming to see us.
And now to honor our superintendent of schools, Morgan Houchard, we have with us Gabe Tull and Madison Hunter. They are students in Chastity Myers' third grade class at Brookside Elementary School. And we have Ms. Myers and the principal, Sierra Jennings, with us this evening.
How are you this evening? Yeah? Big basket. And someone must have tipped you off because I love everything in that big basket. So do we. Wonderful. Well, thank you. Thank you for being wonderful students. Thank you for being a part of Gaston County Schools and all that you do in your work every day to be better. So I'm honored that you're honoring me. So thank you. Yeah. Wonderful. Yeah, someone had some inside information. So.
Thank you. Thank you, my man.
Thank you for coming to see us.
And Mr. Chairman, that completes our recognition for School Board Appreciation Month.
Thank you, Mr. Higgins, and I know the board members appreciate it, and we thank all the schools and the staff and the students for everything they do. I think several of us said it, and you know, Jan and AM more than others, but this we do serve those kids, and we do serve the faculty and the principals and everybody else, and that's why we do what we do. So thank you to all of them. Next on our agenda is our Career and Technical Education Month proclamation. That's an action item. Mr. Higgins.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. February is Career and Technical Education, or CTE, Month. And with us tonight to bring attention to this important occasion are Dr. Rusty Parker, who's our Director of Career and Technical Education, along with members of the CTE staff, Beth Williams, Chastity Stamey, and Diane Gibson from our CTE department. Anyone involved in career and technical education will tell you that CTE helps students learn important academic, technical, and job skills to prepare them for their future careers. Students in CTE programs take part in real-world, hands-on experiences that make learning more meaningful and exciting. CTE also gives students a chance to explore different careers early on, helping them make smart choices about their classes and future job paths. The CTE programs connect high school with college education, which leads to industry-recognized credentials for students and setting them up for success in rewarding careers. So tonight, to recognize February as Career and Technical Education Month, we have a proclamation for the board's consideration and approval. And at this time, I would like to read the proclamation. Whereas Career and Technical Education, CTE, is an important component of K-12 education that offers students many opportunities to gain academic, vocational, and employability skills that prepare them for career readiness and success in the workplace. And whereas each February, schools across the United States observe Career and Technical Education Month to celebrate what CTE does to provide meaningful experiences, increase engagement and achievement, enhance the overall quality of public education, and prepare students to become qualified and contributing members of the local workforce. And whereas career and technical education creates pathways for students to explore careers and become involved in coursework, internships, and hands-on training in fields related to healthcare, engineering, technology, business and finance, construction, public safety, manufacturing, education, agriculture, and other areas. And whereas we are extremely proud of the CTE programs that are available in Gaston County Schools, and we sincerely appreciate what our educators do each day to enrich the lives of students through career and technical education. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Gaston County Board of Education is proud to proclaim February 2026 as Career and Technical Education Month in Gaston County Schools, and encourages everyone to show their support for CTE and acknowledge how CTE programs equip students to thrive both personally and professionally in specialized career fields, as well as in college, the military, and our global society. Be it further resolved that this proclamation may be made part of the minutes of the Board of Education adopted the 16th day of February 2026. And Mr. Chairman, the proclamation is before the board for approval, and once it is approved, we have a framed copy of the proclamation for you to present to our CTE representatives who are here to accept the proclamation from the board.
Thank you, Mr. Higgins, and that is an action item. Mr. Stevens on the motion, Mr. Ramsey on the second. Any discussion on that? Hearing none, all in favor? And that is unanimous. Thank you. So who gets, you go say Really. So this is a huge part of our education, and we are keenly aware that not all of our students are going to college. And those that are may benefit from CTE. But the world is changing, and our workforce is dynamic, and these folks help us make sure our students have a leg up and somewhere to go when they leave school, whether it's college, whether it's a career, and makes them ready to be beneficial members of our communities. So thank you for all you do. We certainly appreciate it, and we hope we can keep driving forward CTE for sure. Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Parker, am I supposed to give this one to you? One more. Thank you.
Bring them around.
Thank you. Good to see you again. Keep it up. Keep expanding.
Dr. B, what's up, brother? Good to see you, sir. Thank you for what you do. Oh, okay. I've known you for 33 years, but I've been trying.
So as they're working on getting our next presentation up, we will be doing our classroom moment. This just gives the board and the community another opportunity to see all the outstanding things we're doing in our system. Tonight's classroom moment will be, looks like Dr. Shannon Hullett will be leading that. Dr. Hullett, join us, please.
Good evening, Chairman Chris, Vice Chair Cherry, Superintendent Dr. Bouchard, and members of the board. I am here tonight with two of our beginning teacher support facilitators, David Grimes and Samantha Reichert, and we are excited because tonight we're going to highlight the work they are doing to support our first year teachers. This role was created as a way to ensure our beginning teachers are getting that wraparound support they need to be successful. We want to ensure teachers are feeling supportive as they will we want them to stay in the profession, and we want them ultimately to have impact on student achievement. So we know how critical this support is for our first year teachers. So they have two main roles in this job. The first one is what we are all familiar with, and that's the Teacher Induction Program for Success. So they are a part of that team. They plan those monthly sessions, and those PD sessions are really unique to the needs of the beginning teachers. And that's been around forever. I remember when I was a first year teacher, I went through the Teacher Induction Program for Success. So it is very successful, but what we learned is our teachers coming in today, they need even more support. And so this position was created to provide an added layer for them. And so our beginning teacher support facilitators, they're like boots on the ground. They get into the schools, into the classrooms, and they get to provide one-on-one coaching for our first year teachers, just to be right there alongside of them. So what does that coaching look like?
Thank you. As Dr. Hullett shared, we're providing extensive feedback to our beginning teachers, and we want to share with you the three main buckets. The first one is just how to be a teacher. We're showing them topics and working with them on things such as professionalism, how to show up to meetings, how to be heard, their role in developing relationships with students, parents, and community, and even practicing like parent-teacher conferences with them so they can be better prepared. The second topic is on lesson planning, so taking the curriculum that they're provided, reading through, studying, analyzing, scripting in notes, questions they have, and how they can use data that they're receiving to make shifts in their instruction for the betterment of their students.
And the third thing we do, which is what we spend most of our time doing, that's classroom management. And that is making sure that those teachers are the directors of their classroom. That we want to make sure that 100% of the students are following directions the first time given 100% of the time. And the goal is 100% engagement. We want our students 100% engaged with the learning at all times. And so classroom management is kind of the foundation of everything we do. And so we have our classroom moment video for you where we're going to hear from some principals and beginning teachers sharing how this support has affected their classrooms and their schools.
Our first year is normally the most challenging year because you're learning everything. Everything's new to you. It's very critical for us to gain knowledge and for us to get these practices where we can establish them in the classroom.
So while TIPS program isn't new, we continue to refine and perfect and get it stronger for teachers. The beginning teacher support that the new teacher support facilitators are provided them is a new support system that we're using.
I go visit their classrooms and I do observations, and then I meet with them during their planning period, and we just keep giving real-time, real-life practical goals for them to keep improving their teaching and improve their engagement in their classroom.
But bringing in the teacher support facilitator allows us to talk with them about what they're seeing in the classroom. They can spend more time with the teacher that allows their position to be, and they're able to give some real-time feedback and stay in the classroom longer with some coaching right in the moment.
The role of the teacher support facilitator is not to make it feel like it's more work for a teacher or to make their job more difficult. It's just to make sure that they feel supported.
The biggest thing that we have seen from teacher support facilitators is they're filling the gap between practice and theory that administrators can't always fill.
We debrief frequently and kind of share and compare notes as to how we both can work together on the same goals to support that teacher. For me, it's been very successful, and I feel like my teachers really enjoy her presence and that extra person they can lean on to support them in their practice.
I have been amazed at the differences in our beginning teachers' classrooms from the first day of school, then to winter break, and then starting second semester. The growth is, for lack of a better word, shocking.
These young lives are in our hands, and so you don't know until you know. And some of the case scenarios have just been things that I just could not have conquered on my own. Thankfully, with Mr. Grimes coming in here, he's been able to customize and tailor those very experiences. Those things that I thought were weaknesses, he's made them my strengths.
Our facilitators supporting our teachers leads to a better academic outcome for our students, and I think supporting our teachers and making sure they are equipped and feel prepared every day is going to make sure that we find that outcome.
So we are super excited about this added layer of support that our first-year teachers are receiving. Just coming into the end of the first semester, the feedback that we are getting from the teachers and the principals has just been positive. So we're excited just to continue the work and the support to keep our teachers with us for the long haul. So thank you.
Board have any questions, comments?
I just have a comment. The biggest difference I see now, y'all are engaging and you're bringing it to them instead of them like, oh, meet us at the Raider Center and all that. So they don't have to give up that quality time they need in the classroom. And that goes from them to all our directors too. Being in the school is the biggest thing I've seen. And thank you.
And I would agree, Mr. Chairman. I just want to thank you for the work that you do. I can remember 32 years ago as a beginning teacher, I had to do it alone. And that was not a fun process. And I would have been a much better teacher if I'd had folks like you supporting me. So thank you for what you do. Appreciate it.
Thank you all. So the next item on our agenda is public expression. The board sets aside 30 minutes of our regular meeting to hear from the public. Citizens wishing to make comment who have completed a request to speak form prior to the beginning of the meeting will be recognized by the chair and requested to step to the microphone to make their comments. Citizens will state their name and address for the record. Comments will be limited to 3 minutes. Members of the board do not respond to public expression during the public comment period. Public expressions do not allow for comments on confidential or personnel matters. Speakers who wish to give materials will hand them to the board clerk, Ms. Beck. The chair will rule on all points of order. As we're moving forward, we'd like to ask Miss Sandy Larson to come forward.
Hi, good evening. My name is Sandy Larson. My address is 3603 Furman Circle here in Gastonia, North Carolina. It is so good to see some of you folks again, and I hope to get to know some of you better here in the future. Like I said, my name is Sandy Larson, and I'm part of the LifeWise Academy Steering Committee for Gaston County. Across our country right now, something powerful is happening in communities large and small. Parents, volunteers, and school leaders are coming together around a simple but transformative idea, helping children grow not only academically but in character. LifeWise Academy is part of that growing movement. Through legally approved release time programs, during the school day, LifeWise provides Bible-based character education that reinforces values like integrity, respect, responsibility, perseverance, and compassion. These are foundational character traits that help students succeed in school, in relationships, and eventually in workplace and in life. All across the country, communities are embracing this opportunity. Parents are asking for it. Volunteers are stepping up to support it. And schools are discovering that when students grow in character, classrooms become stronger and communities become healthier. This is not about replacing academics. It's about reinforcing the moral foundation that helps academics thrive. We do not want the children of Gaston County to miss out on this opportunity. We want them to be a part of a positive nationwide movement that is investing in the next generation, helping young people develop courage to do what's right, wisdom to make good choices, and compassion to serve others. Our students deserve every opportunity to succeed. LifeWise is one more tool supported by families and communities to help build strong character and strong futures. So let's make sure that Gaston County's children are part of something that is already changing lives across America. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Ms. Larson. Next, we have Gabrielle Paeo.
Good evening to all of you. My name is Gabriel Palayo. I reside on 307 North Oakland Street in Dallas. Many years ago, children went to school with the best way possible, wearing clean clothing and shoes with hair nicely done. Nowadays, some children go to school the same, the same clothing they go to bed, pajamas. And sometimes with their hair undone. I feel that attending school like that is a lack of respect to the school and the education system. Schools are places to learn and get educated. It's not a community gathering or sleepover place. I wish and hope that we can do better with our children, especially in elementary school. Because today's children is tomorrow's future for this country. And that's all I have for you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And that will end our public expression period. Next on our agenda is approval and correction of the minutes, and those minutes are from the January 23rd, 26th regular board meeting and the board retreat on the same day. Ms. Cherry with a motion, Mr. Stevens with a second. Any discussion or corrections on those meetings, or meeting minutes, excuse me? Hearing none, all in favor? That is unanimous. Thank you. All right. Next is the acceptance of our 2025 comprehensive financial audit. Mr. Hoskins.
Good afternoon, Chairman Crisp, Vice Chair Cherry, members of the board, Superintendent Huchard. Here to present the June 30th, 2025 annual comprehensive financial report for your approval. With me today, we have Josh Pureyear. He is with our audit firm, Forbes Mazars. He was here last year as well. So he will be presenting the report. Each of you should have a copy of the required auditor's communication as well as a copy of the actual annual comprehensive financial report. With that, I'll turn it over to Josh.
Appreciate you, Gary. Let's see if we're set here. We are. All right. Appreciate you guys' time. As Gary mentioned, my name is Josh Pureyear, and I'm an assurance director with Forbes Mazars. Our firm audits a number of LEAs across the state of North Carolina, including 4 of the 5 largest based on ADM. And we're here to present the results of the financial statement and compliance audit for June 30th, 2025. It should be noted that we're presenting audit results a bit later than in a typical year. That was caused by delays at the Office of Management of Budget at the federal government level. They issue a compliance supplement that auditors are required to use when auditing federal funds. That supplement is typically issued in the summer months, but this past year it was not issued until November of 2025, which caused a delay in the typical audit timing. The financial statement and audit reports were submitted to the state on January 30th. We're still waiting on formal approval of the statements from the state, but we don't expect any changes to come from their review. Here's a quick overview of the agenda, and we'll first start with a review of the audit opinion. So the purpose of an audit and substantially all the work that contributes to it is to enable us as auditors to issue an opinion on the financial statements. We've included an excerpt of our audit opinion on this slide here. Effectively, this is considered an unmodified opinion, which is the opinion that a financial statement user would like to receive, and it gives the users reasonable assurance that the financial information included in the document is materially accurate. Our entire auditor's report can be found on page 2 of the ACFR document. Next, we'll move to our required communications. So there's various elements of the audit that we are required to communicate. As Gary mentioned, you should have a hard copy of a small report in front of you. I'm not going to go through that in detail. It lists out a lot of standard communications about the scope of an audit, our responsibilities, the finance team's responsibilities, but we have included kind of a few key excerpts of that audit report here. The first of which is new accounting policies. So a new standard was added to governmental accounting standards this year, which is GASB 101, which deals with compensated absences for amounts earned by employees. I could go on about this standard for a while, but I'll make it brief. The standard required an adjustment to how annual leave was accrued for in the financial statements, and also required the district to record a liability for sick leave, making an estimation of how much sick leave will be used by employees. The adoption of the standard required an adjustment to beginning compensated absences for governmental and business type activities. This is standard. Adoption of this standard was required across the state. In any state, in any school board report you look at, you'll see an adoption for this standard. The biggest thing to note for you guys too is this adjustment and this standard as a whole only affects the full accrual financial statement. So it doesn't affect fund balance, which is typically the metrics that you are looking at, but it does affect the full accrual statements, which are some of the statements presented within the ACFR. The next item is any significant estimates, which we have listed here. There's no changes in these estimates in the current period, and they're consistent with the same estimates we see across other LEAs across the state. Next are any material correcting entries we made during the audit. So we make a number of entries during the audit in connection with our services. One of the services we provide as a non-attest is the assistance to the preparation of the financial statements. So in connection with that preparation, we do make a number of entries, and on top of that, we did have a few journal entries this year related to correcting cash reconciliations. Due to those entries, we will have a control finding, which I'll discuss here in a moment in a subsequent slide. And then lastly, we're required to disclose any uncorrected misstatements. So if there were any items that we identified during the audit that we determined to be an error that management elected to not record for any reason, those would be disclosed there. We don't have any uncorrected misstatements to disclose. So also in connection with our audit, we're required to assess internal controls. You will see 3 findings here we have to present. Before I get to those, I do want to mention one that you're not seeing here that was fixed from the prior year. So we had a finding as it related to fixed assets in the prior year, not reconciling appropriately and the system not calculating balances appropriately. Gary and his team did a wonderful job. I think it took a lot of time from his team to get in and correct those. All the necessary corrections were made, so that finding is rolled off the report for this year. Of the 3 for the current year, we'll start with the reconciliation of cash accounts. So it was noted that during our testing that reconciliation of cash accounts were performed timely, but there was incorrect items on the reconciliation that we ended up having to adjust for and correct for. Our team, in connection with the finance team, worked together to make the necessary corrections as audit adjustments to ensure any trailing issues are corrected and everything ties moving into fiscal year 2026. Next, we have a finding related to excess expenditures over budget in the funds listed here. If you look at school district financial statements across the state, this is a relatively common finding. Included in Exhibit 6 of the ACFR document, you can see the specific purpose codes that were overspent. For governmental funds, only the general fund was the only one that the total budget was overspent. In the other funds, it was an overspend between specific purpose codes. So the total budget was not overspent, but there were specific codes within the budget that were overspent. And then lastly, we have a deficit for finding for a deficit in fund balance in the other specific revenue fund. So if you look in the document, you'll see this fund has a cash balance of $4.1 million, but it also has unearned revenues of $8.5 million, which is primarily related to Medicaid funds that have been received but not yet spent on health services for those students. We'll cover kind of overall cash balances and a brief financial review as I flip through in a slide here. But I guess before I go there, let me pause, see if there's any questions from the board on these 3 findings.
What page are you on when you're looking at the cash
So
balance?
if you're looking for findings on the ACFR, you'll have to go to almost the very, very back. If you go to page 101, is where the first finding is listed, and you'll see 1 finding on this page, and then there's 2 on the subsequent page after that.
Now, is what I have here, does that line up with what you have there?
I'm reading off notes, but yes, you do have the same document, so it should be page 101 at the
No,
bottom.
I'm looking there, but I had a question on page 18. Can we look at that real
Sure.
quick?
Absolutely. Let me get where you are. All right. I got you.
You see the fund balance at the end of the year or the beginning of the year?
Yes, sir.
And the fund balance at the end of the year?
Yes, sir.
Is that accurate?
Yes, sir.
The $4 million delta?
$4 million reduction in the general fund. Yes, sir.
Actually, 3.8.
Can we answer where that money went?
It might be best if you let me keep going and then we
Okay.
come back to that comment.
Because when I saw that, I'm very concerned.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
let me continue on and then we'll
Okay.
probably pause and if there's,
Okay.
because I do present some.
My apologies.
No, you're fine. We're present a little bit of a broader financial picture to help talk through it, but yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
I also, for the record, that was a question I had, but the other one was the cash balance would decrease by.
Also
almost
coming
20.
up in the next slide. So give me.
Okay, I got 2 more questions for you.
Yep. What you got?
You said something about adjustments. What were those can we see those
So
adjustments?
you
they-
can only see the material ones in the back of this report. There are other small adjustments that they make that you won't see in the financial statement document because they are corrections. But in the back of this report, you'll see 3 adjustments, 2 of which were between cash accounts, 1 of which was to correct a system issue where amounts were inappropriately closed to a fund equity or a fund balance account.
When you say small, is there a dollar amount? That,
There is a materiality threshold. We can't share the exact materiality threshold with you because that would somewhat limit inherently our audit opinion and how people use. From a audit perspective, we calculate what's called a financial statement materiality for every fund, which is based on total revenues of the fund, total assets of the fund, various metrics. And we use a percentage, and I won't say the explicit percentage, but we use a percentage to determine or to attempt to determine what would be a material dollar amount to a user of the financial statement. That's where we report anything over that amount. If there are other smaller adjustments, those are not necessarily reported in the report.
And going back to Mr. Stevens' question about the fund balance and the 19, I'm sure that we will be able to see what was overspent when you mentioned some accounts.
Yeah,
that were
so
over.
some
And
of
this may
which,
not be the best place to go through this, but that's the three questions that I saw that jumped out at me right away.
fair question. While we're here, if you're on page 18,
Yes, sir.
if you're looking, this is one of the areas where you can see if there is overspends. So if you look at this document, you'll see an original budget on the left-hand side. That would have been the initial budget adopted by the board. You'll also see a final budget column, which would have been the initial budget plus any budget amendments that were presented to the board. Then you'll see an actual column. Those are actual expenditures. Column on the right is the variance, right? So you can see the areas. Now, one complaint of many users is standard governmental financial reporting don't really give you a great depiction of what those items are, right? Regular instructional is a pretty broad definition of what items are in there. I'm sure Gary and team and I, with enough time, could lay out more detailed information, and that may be something for a further meeting. But this is kind of the high-level picture of what's in the document, at least in terms of where you would see that information.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right. I will flip through a couple others, and then we'll get to some financial information. So we had a handful of findings in what we would call the Yellow Book report, or the financial statement controls. We also conduct a compliance audit over federal and state programs, which are deemed to be major. Programs selected and audited very year to year based on spending levels, based on how recently the program was audited, and some other risk factors. So for the current period, we had one federal program that was required to be audited. That was the Child Nutrition Cluster, and we had no compliance findings as a result of our testing in that program. We also had two state programs that were required to be audited. That was the State Public School Fund and CTE Program Support. State Public School Fund is audited every single year because it is 90+% of state revenues. We had no findings as a result of our testing in those two programs as well. Now we will flip to some financial highlights, and I am happy at any point in time as you guys are flipping through this 100-page document if you want to flip through a couple things. What we try to do is just present some high-level metrics for you guys to look at from a financial statement perspective. The first thing we have is comparative. So what we've got is comparative periods. So 2025 is what you're seeing in the document. The 2024 column on the right side, or the middle, is what was in the prior year ACFR, and then we have the change presented on the right. As you can see, obviously state revenues is a huge portion of your revenue, makes up over 60% of total revenues for the board. On the federal side, you're seeing a really large decrease of $26.6 million. That's almost all related to ESSER. All of the ESSER funds that rolled off, the ESSER funds that rolled off from 24 to 25 was $26.3 million. So effectively all of the change. Lastly, county operating funding increased by $500,000, representing a little bit less than a 1% increase in funding. Well, obviously the district continues to deal with inflationary pressures that everyone is dealing with. What's not shown here is that this is the results for June 30th, 2025, and doesn't reflect the $7.2 million in low wealth funding that will be going away that I'm sure you all are aware of. But I do like to point this out because we are speaking a little bit past dated here, and it's important, I think, for you guys to know that. Moving down to fund balance, so to Mr. Stevens' point, unassigned fund balance in the general fund decreased by $3.7 million, landing at $2.4 million at year end. Naturally, it's due to funding challenges. Your revenue decreased by $17 million in the current period. There's been cuts. Expenditures have decreased, but expenditures have not decreased at the rate that the revenue has decreased, which naturally is going to result in a decrease in fund balance. In terms of cash, ending year in at 19.9, you're still in a good cash position, but obviously a significant spend down from the prior year cash position. Like I mentioned, we're long removed from June 30th, and We haven't audited anything past that point, since we have to finish the 25 audit before we start looking at 26 information. I'm very well aware from conversations with Gary and team that the district's working on cost-cutting measures. From my perspective, I'd encourage the board to continue to support management in that function just based on the financial results that are presented here with the decrease in fund balance and decrease in cash. I'll pause there, and that pretty much covers most of my material for any questions from the board. It's the only other commentary I'll make is that naturally, right, you are seeing a stark decrease. I think all districts across the state are dealing with challenges of ESSER going away, rising costs, and how do we deal with this, right? And I think it'll take a very pointed effort of the board and the team to continue to work through those challenges and make some of those difficult decisions that are required. If there's no further questions, I'd also mention that obviously you guys got a really big document in front of you. As board members, read through and consume this further. If you have questions, I'd be happy to set up times to discuss or work through as those come up.
Any other questions currently from board members?
How would we reach out to you if we had a question?
You have my email, Gary, if you want to figure out a way to. Sure.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Thank you for your time.
So Josh, and just a quick question, and the overall financial picture of the district.
Sure.
I think if I heard you correctly, your opinion was a clean opinion with some minor adjustments. Obviously, we're looking at funding challenges for multiple different reasons. So,
yes.
But
and
your overall opinion of the district.
Yeah, and I want to make sure that I don't overspeak. Our audit opinion covers, is the information presented accurate, right? We don't make an opinion as to whether funds are spent in the best manner, in the most efficient manner. That's not really in the scope of an audit. Obviously, what we do see is we don't have any sort of like going concern opinion, which would be, we're really concerned about the district's ability to operate. You don't see that in this opinion. What I would say is I think any reasonable financial statement user would see some of the spend down and alert a little bit to say, hey, we've got something we need to do here, right, and somewhat quickly. So again, I want to make sure that I'm clear in terms of what our opinion is. I don't want to come up here and give you an operational consideration. We always make sure to be clear that we can't speak to, is your fund balance sufficient or not sufficient? And there's no right or wrong answer there directly, other than we really don't like to see a spend down, and when we see a spend down, we want to see a plan in place to start working to build that back up.
Mr. Dedman.
Yes, sir.
Our fund balance. And we have our fund balance now is how much?
Unassigned, and also, I don't want to speak, I don't have prior year statements in front of me, but there are a lot of categories of fund balance. So sometimes that can get a little bit mismatched. Most of people, when you're looking at financial statements, you're looking at your unassigned, because that is what's considered to be leftover. That's what is left over. That's your savings account, as you will.
And I'm not smart enough to look through this book and answer the questions without taking a couple of hours to read it. I mean,
Yeah, honest, total fund balance in the general fund last year was 6.4 million. 6.4 in total fund balance. And I don't have the number off the top of my head, but I believe the majority of that was unassigned.
Any other questions? And that is an action item that will require approval from the board, and that is the presentation again of the 2025 findings. Mr. Stevens made the motion to accept that report. Mr. Kinlaw made the second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Any opposed? That's unanimous. Thank you. Next on our agenda is the academic calendar for the Gaston Early College academic year. Mr. Dorn, Mr. Denton.
Chairman Crisp, Vice Chairman Cherry, Dr. Bouchard, members of the board. Tonight, I present the Gaston Early College Calendar for your approval. The calendar is created by the Gaston Early College Principals and Human Resources. It is aligned with the Gaston College calendar. The student days are 86 during first semester and 88 during second semester. There are 1,030 student hours, 215 employee days, and graduation is on May 20th.
Any discussion on those? That covers both the high schools at the college, correct?
Yes.
Any discussion on those? Any questions? So I need a motion to approve those. Mr. Moore, Mr. Kinlaw. Any other discussion? All in favor of those calendars? And that is unanimous. All right. Thank you, Mr. Dorn. And next is our 2030 Gaston County Schools Strategic Plan. And that is going to Dr. Bouchard.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This evening, we are proud to present the Board of Education Gaston County Schools Strategic Plan for review, consideration, and approval. This strategic plan that will begin effective year 2026 and continue through 2030. Traditionally, strategic plans take place every 5 years, and they follow the school district's accreditation process. We completed our accreditation review last year in 2025, and Gaston County Schools received full accreditation from Cognia, and all schools earn the Quality School of Distinction. So what is a strategic plan? We like to think of it as a roadmap for the school system. It guides us and gives us direction as to where we, as a school system, want to go, what we want to be, and what we want to achieve over the next 5 years. The 5-year strategic plan is a comprehensive plan that outlines our focus, influences on our decision-making, and provides motivation for us to improve and enhance all aspects of the educational experience we offer our students in Gaston County Schools. The development of our strategic plan began last spring and happened over a span of 8 months. During those 8 months, we conducted more than 50 school-level, district-level, and community-based meetings to gather feedback from our stakeholders. Our stakeholders included the Board of Education, students, parents, teachers, staff, school and district administrators, business and community leaders, and others. We had more than 2,000 people help in the development of this strategic plan. From all of the following information that was gathered, the plan was developed, and it reflects what our stakeholders told us is important to them when it comes to our schools and the K-12 system in Gaston County. So there are 4 key components of the strategic plan. They are vision, the mission, 4 core values, and 6 overarching priorities that outline our goals and our strategies for addressing each priority, along with a timeline and information about how we will measure success and communicate progress. With each of our priorities, we state the objective, we share the baseline data, and clearly identify target goals and data sources used to measure if those targets are met. Our vision is to inspire success and a lifetime of learning. That phrase should be familiar to you. We changed our vision very little from our previous strategic plan because our stakeholders believe it is strong and represents what all of us are trying to accomplish. We are about inspiring success in our students and employees, while also inspiring a commitment to lifelong learning for all. Our mission represents what we are doing to support our vision, and that is to provide innovative educational opportunities for all students in a safe and nurturing environment. We know that we do this, it supports our vision and inspires success and a lifetime of learning. There are 4 core values in our strategic plan. The 4 values show at high levels what is important to us. When it comes to excellence, we strive to create an outstanding educational experience for all students, and doing so contributes to generating pride in our community. Upholding integrity is our pledge to build trust through transparency, honesty, and respect. We are grounded in our commitment to the community. We are committed to fostering connections within our community so that we feel like a family. And finally, we believe in innovation. We are about embracing new and exciting ways to address opportunities and challenges that are facing our school community. As I mentioned earlier, there are 6 priorities for Gaston County Schools. Through academics that build pathways to student success, we strive to empower all students through high-quality instruction and support so they can identify, explore, and achieve their college, career, and life goals. When it comes to substantial financial stewardship, we want to make sure that we are taking a strategic and transparent approach to how we use our financial resources to support meaningful education and also maintain long-term fiscal responsibility and sustainability. Through efficient and responsive operations and technology, we are committed to maintaining the operational systems of the school system, including classroom technology, in a way that provides a safe and healthy school environment for students, teachers, and staff. And comprehensive student support is important because in addition to meeting students' academic needs, we know that we have the responsibility of supporting students' overall well-being so they can grow and thrive in our school environment. When we realize that we must attract and develop and retain a talented and skilled workforce of educators. That is why talent and workforce development is important to us. We want a workplace culture where every employee feels valued, supported, and empowered to grow professionally. And we understand that having effective communications and partnerships is necessary so we can build trust through the information we share and also so we can connect with and engage our stakeholders to support our schools and public education in Gaston County Schools. So before you is our Strategic Plan 2030 booklet, and I will pass it out in just a minute. It goes into more detail about what I have shared with you. Tonight, the information is in the booklet is for the Board of Education's consideration and approval as our new strategic plan for the next 5 years. Once the Board of Education approves the plan, we will spend time over the next several months promoting it and going back to the stakeholders who were involved in the planning process so they know what has been developed and what will guide us the years ahead. We will also have the information on the district's website for the community's review. And I do want to share this is the same document we have been sharing with you all along. It's just in a final format and document, which I'll share with you in a moment. So I'd like to end with expressing my appreciation for every single person who had a role in developing our strategic plan. It was a major undertaking, and I thank everyone for their work, insight, feedback, dedication, and commitment to making the plan the best it can be. I believe we have a great strategic plan that represents our school family, and I'm excited about what the plan means for Gaston County Schools as we move forward. Mr. Chairman, this is an action item for the board's approval, and certainly we will answer any questions anyone may have. So thank you, sir.
I think Mr. Stevens had a question first, I think. Oh, well, Ms. Cherry had,
I'd like to make a motion that we approve it, and I'm excited about it.
oh, sorry. I thought she had a question. So Ms. Cherry on the motion, Mr. Stevens on the second. Any discussion on the strategic plan?
I just have a comment. This is definitely what we need for a roadmap, especially in 5 years, and hopefully we can have financial support too that we'll need from the county and the state. That's the only thing I'm concerned with.
Any other comments or concerns? Hearing none, all in favor of the strategic plan? That appears to be unanimous. And on behalf of the board, I would like to thank all the board members, all the parents, all the community support. As Dr. Huchard said, this was over, I think he said 50 meetings through the community and input from staff and parents and everybody else. So thank you for that. It truly makes it a workable document for us to make sure we achieve the goals that our area and our county wants us to achieve. Next on the agenda is the consent agenda. You've had that in front of you for a couple days. Any questions on the consent agenda? Need a motion. Mr. Stevens, second. Mr. Moore. On the consent agenda, any discussion? Hearing no discussion on the consent agenda, all in favor? And that appears to be unanimous. Final item for the night is superintendent's comments. Dr. Huchard.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Get to do a lot of talking tonight. I appreciate you all being here, and it's been a good evening to be with you all. So I'd like to begin by thanking the board for your support as we navigated the recent winter weather. I would also like to thank those who work behind the scenes to make smart and safe decisions with weather concerns. Ms. Harvey and our operation team worked tirelessly to make our schools safe and secure for students and employees during the winter weather events. We also appreciate our partnership with Gaston County government agencies as well, who always answered the call and supplied information to assist us in our decision-making. I will say, hope all that's behind us now, and I sure welcome springtime weather. So as it stands right now, we do not have to make up any of the time missed, thanks to the remote learning days and extra hours that are built into our calendar. With that said, if we do encounter many more days of inclement weather, that disrupts the school schedule, we will need to consider ways to make up that time. Again, hopefully winter weather is beyond us. Hello, spring. As a reminder to our parents, the deadline to submit an application for our magnet schools and academies is Friday, March 6th at 5 p.m. We encourage parents to visit our school choice webpage to learn about our 17 magnet schools and academies and submit an application online. In addition, many of our school choice options are hosting open house events this month, so be sure to check the list of open houses on any of Gaston County schools and our website if you are interested. Additionally, pre-kindergarten registration is available now online, and kindergarten registration for next school year will open and begin on March 23rd. Looking ahead on the calendar, Thursday, March 12th is Parent-Teacher Conference Day for our schools. Students will be dismissed early, and conferences will be held from 1 to 7 p.m., and we encourage our parents and custodians to visit our schools and talk with your students' teachers. To schedule a conference, parents should contact their school or teacher. Also note that Friday, March 13th is an optional teacher workday, which means no school for students. We have several district-wide events scheduled this month I'd like to share with you all. Our All-County High School Band Concert is Saturday, February 21st at 2 p.m. at Ashbrook High School. Our Middle School Battle of the Books will take place on Tuesday, February 29th at 9 a.m. at Holy Trinity Lutheran Church. Our Roadmap to CTE Careers event will take place on Tuesday, the 24th from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. at Gaston College. Our High School Battle of the Books starts on Thursday, February 26th at 9 a.m. as well at Holy Trinity Lutheran Church. And finally, Middle School Math Elite will be Friday, February 27th at 9 a.m. So very busy students on competitions and events. Are You Smarter Than a fifth grader competition? What a big night that was for us. A big thank you goes out to Gaston County Education Foundation for sponsoring another successful Are You Smarter Than a Gaston County fifth grader. That competition was last Thursday. Still have ringing in my ears if you've ever been to that. It is loud. We would like to congratulate Belmont Central and its business partner Belmont I for winning the competition and proving they are smartest fifth graders in Gaston County. So proceeds from the Are You Smarter competition are used by the Educational Foundation to support the Ron L. Inslee Grants for Teachers. Again, it was a great event, and we would like to congratulate all the schools and teams and their business partners for an evening of fun, fellowship, and friendly competition to benefit the Educational Foundation. Mr. Chairman, that does complete my comments for this evening, and we will need to have a closed session.
Thank you, Dr. Shard. Anybody got anything? Hang on a second. So as we close tonight, I do want to again say thank you to the support of the board that we've got from the community and of our schools. As we've seen tonight, there's a lot of tremendous things going on in Gaston County schools and a lot for us to be proud of. So thank you for that support. We did have one birthday in February. That's Miss Smith. And that was yesterday. 30 years old and counting.
I'll take it.
And our next regular board meeting will be held on March the 16th, 2026. And we do have a need for closed session, Ms. Cherry.
Okay, before I do that, I do want to comment that how much I personally appreciate our stakeholders during the snow. This was probably the first year that we've had inclement weather that the atmosphere of our stakeholders was pleasant. And I think a lot of it was the levity of tides, sleds, and the humor that went along with it. But everybody was so patient and so kind in general. So I know I appreciate it, and I think everybody on the board and everybody's staff appreciates the fact that they let us, as in staff, do what we needed to do to protect our children. and our teachers and staff in the building. So thank you for that. Having said that, Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion that we go into closed session under North Carolina General Statute 143-318.11A 3 and 6 for consultation with attorney and personnel.
Second by Mr. Moore. Any discussion? Nope. All in favor of closed session? That is unanimous.
Bradley.